Thanks everybody for joining the call. I'm very pleased with so many attendees today, and if you watch the replay, I appreciate your time as well. We're going to start off with two questions, and one question is, what do you think? And what do you think? What in my mind, successful people have in common? And successful, I mean money independent. They make enough money that they don't have money worries. So what do you think? What do those people have in common? Okay. So I read focus, daily action plan, and sell as pay of it, drive and persistence. Okay. Troy said daily action plan and sell as part of it. Melody said drive and persistence. Now we're getting very close. So any take action and they take action. They are consistent. Yeah. 80% of Thai selling. Risk takers who are not afraid to take action. System that works and is repeatable. Yeah, all good points. Now, what I see is my view. Desire, yeah. So, persistent and creative. Okay, so that is, in my view, two great skills to have. Okay, persistence means you don't give up. It's you don't give up. You do what it takes to get there. Okay, whatever your goal is. So that's the persistency. That's very important. Okay. The second I see what successful people have in common, they kind of are creative. They find solutions. Okay, they find solutions to problems. They are not afraid to take risk. If something not work, they find another way, but they will get there. There are many ways what leads to Rome. Okay? Does that make sense? That is what I feel what successful people have in common. Does that make sense? So it is not that high tech, correct? Persistence is something what you can put in practice, correct? It's not it's not I don't think successful people they have in common they are lazy. They are not lazy. Okay? Successful people have in common that they put effort into it. Okay? Serious effort. And creative means if a problem come up, and every day problems come up, they are not going to delay on things. They find solutions. Okay? If if one way doesn't work, they try it another way, but they get it to work. And I see that creativity is a hard part for most of my members. Okay, find a way to get it to work. Okay, so now I hope you can give it a thought and um, do you benefit from it. The second thing I see, actually, the second question I have is, what is the biggest challenge you currently have? What is holding you up? Where do you need the most help with? Lead generation that works. Okay, that's Stuart. Getting clients is Jimmy. Prospecting clients is all. Troy said sales scripting. Jeroen said closing clients. Melody said fast client generation. Kind of you guys have in common, not the service, correct? Kind of it is in the client getting stage, correct? Is that what I see you guys have in common, of at least most of you guys? Jeroen said service is not hard, especially with the tools you have access to. So, also it sounds like we need help getting or prospecting those clients. Good. Now, so all is Alex, the short name of Alex. Okay, good. So, what if you enter that client getting is your roadblock? How much time and energy do you spend to solve that roadblock, that bottleneck? How much time of your internet marketing effort? Or Alex said hours and hours. So give me percentage. Jeroen said honest, not enough. Stuart said 2 hours per day. So give me percentage of your. Give me a percentage. Okay, give me also a percentage. Alex said 25% of my time searching Google. Okay. Stuart said 50% of my time. That's serious. Stuart, that is good. Okay. So I don't know if I don't get many answers to this percentage question, so I assume it's not that high. But maybe I'm wrong, but that's what I assume. So Stuart, main problem is lead generation. And he spent about 50% of his time on it. Stuart, can you detail what you do for lead generation? Cold emails, okay. Is that the main thing, what you do? Stuart said manual emails. Are you meaning cold emails or cold calling? Okay. And outsource the warm leads. And outsource the warm leads. What do you mean with that? You buy leads to VAs, okay? To close, okay? The hardest part is to close, okay? Stuart, how many clients do you have at this point? Okay, one, and you have one client, and you do the closing by VAs. Is that, I'm understanding that correctly? You have one client and you do the closing by VAs. Is there a reason why you want to have the closing done by VA? Do you have a language barrier or time zone or time restrictive? What is the reason why you have closed declined by VAs. So do you have a headset? Yes. Would you mind to come on the call and we can do a training for closing a client? Okay, let's see if we can get Stuart online. Okay, Stuart, I'm going to unmute you. Hi, Stuart. Do you hear me?
I can hear you, Jack.
Oh, perfect. Your audio is really good. So nice to hear you as in live person. So where do you live?
I currently live in Raleigh, North Carolina, Jack.
Okay, and which kind of client would you like to have?
I would like to have one that is reoccurring, like each month. This
Okay,
way I know the consistent revenue.
okay, and which service do you want to offer for getting recurring payments?
Generally, I've been sticking to like SEO and lead generation
Okay,
services.
are you good in lead generation? Can you provide leads on a monthly basis?
Well, I know that you have your service. I haven't used it quite as yet. I've known that there's a source where I can buy leads, but I really want to be able to use the programs that you have.
Okay,
Honestly, I'm still getting through most of the training because it's just so much information.
yeah. So are you good in SEO?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you can get a business in Google My Business rank high.
Absolutely.
Okay,
There's several methods I could use,
so
but
it
they
sounds
all
like
work.
you're pretty good in SEO. You feel confident with it, correct? That is
Absolutely.
that is your core thing. So
That is correct.
how many clients did you have? You still so one. Did you have some other clients before that one client?
Well, I just got it started at the end of the summer. So I began work probably in September. So I'm relatively new to marketing myself, but I've been doing SEO for a while now.
Okay. Have you studied on Google AdWords management?
Um, I have not because I have another way of ranking them in top spots inside of Google.
Okay.
I've been using press releases to get
Yeah.
them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know the strategy. Yeah. So um, which kind of clients are you prospecting?
I've been prospecting local businesses. I started 2 states away before I started in my own state. I've been targeting doctors, lawyers, landscapers, roofers, those kind of people. And my return on some of the leads has been pretty low. I'll probably get like 1 to 2 responses after sending out probably 100 emails a day.
Okay.
And it's really hard for me to follow up. That's why I've
Yeah.
gotten like a virtual assistant.
Okay. And um, that one client you have, what is which niche is that in?
He's currently deals with clothing, not too far from my current location. I got him because he was a friend, so I was easy. It was easier for me to market to him.
Clothing, you said?
Yes, he
Okay.
deals with clothing and photography.
Huh? Clothing and
I know.
those are
Yeah, he
two
does
different
both.
those are two different
Uh,
things, correct?
yeah, they are, but they're part of one company. Silly. I
Okay.
know.
And what are you doing for them?
Yeah, I'm just ranking him number one on Google right now, and it's doing pretty well.
Okay, one listing or two listing?
Just one listing.
Okay, and do you get paid monthly for it?
Yes, he's currently paying me monthly.
Okay, okay. So. let's so let's do this. You send out an email and somebody respond, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I think before you learn a VA how to close them, you're going to close them by yourself, okay? And once you master it, you can train a VA for it, okay? So, and if you cannot call during the day, you can always call during lunch, and you can call after, and you call Saturday. Many businesses work Saturday. I think that doctors is a kind of level too high at this point of your business. Okay, they are looking for more established uh, internet marketing companies, but roofers, landscaping, those kind of companies are they kind of mostly only care about leads. Okay,
Okay.
so let's assume you send out an email and a landscaper asks for more information or whatever. Okay, so let's say you are the landscaper company and I'm now steward. Okay, so I'm trying to close you. Okay, to to put you on to use my service. So
Okay.
okay, so you let's say we agreed on you responded to the email and said, okay, I will call you tonight. Okay, so uh, hi, can I speak with Stuart, please?
Speaking.
Hi, Stuart. This is Jack. I want to thank you for your email showing interest in getting more leads for your business. Before we go too far, I want to make sure that we are a good fit. Are you able to handle more business?
Absolutely.
And give me an idea how more business you can use.
I'm hoping to double right now. I currently have 10 workers on staff.
And can you give me an idea how many new clients would that be when you double your business?
Um, Potentially probably 2 to 3 clients extra a month could get that accomplished.
Okay, that sounds not a huge problem. Uh, Actually, I looked your business listing up in Google and I noticed two things. One is your business is not ranking high in Google, and as you know, everybody's using Google to find a local business. And the second one, um, I looked at your Google listing. It is unclaimed, and it has a bad review on it. But don't worry, I can fix that for you. And once we get that fixed, you will get ranked higher on Google. And because you are ranking high in Google, you're getting more business. Does that sound interesting to you?
Sounds great.
Um, the way it works is we have to do some cleanup work on your Google listing. The first month is $3.97, and then every other month is only $1.97. And we make sure that we keep your Google listing healthy and gets ranked high on Google so that you can get more business.
That's great. How do we get started?
So I can work on tomorrow. And what is your credit card?
Okay.
So no, that was far too easy, Stuart. Okay, you didn't make me hard. But um, I want uh, when I do such call, I focus more on the results. Okay, so I kind of had you saying I can use more leads, correct? That is where again, and then I say I have a solution for you. Okay, and then
Hmm.
I'm going to the closing. But normal business hours would say what do I get back for it? Which guarantee do I have? Okay, they probably have another layer of resistance. Okay, you didn't show that, so you could have said, oh, okay, okay. So which kind of guarantee do you give when I pay you $400? Huh? So then I would say, we will clean up your Google listing for sure. Okay. If you are not happy with my service, you can cancel the first month. Uh, no worry about it. Okay. Otherwise, because we do all the work, we will have we will set up a contract for a year. Okay, so because as you know, Google My Business listing, the first month is the most of the work, and then kind of you maintain it. If something changed or you dropped in the listing, you add some citations or other linking. So you don't want him only to pay for the first month, because that is where all your work is. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Okay, so focus on um, focus on the results. If they say, yeah, but that is a lot of money, 497. Okay, you know that could be an answer. Then I probably would say, Stuart, you have 10 employees. You want to double your business. It's $497 one-time investment at $197. Really a big investment for you to get your business to the next level?
I see your point.
So you have to um, you have to put that in perspective. Okay. So now Troy is asking, what does it mean, clean up your listing? Now, typical. So when a business calls you back, you want to do some study beforehand. You want to see if that Google listing is fill out, have images, have videos, have the proper keywords, have negative reviews. Okay, you want to do some homework. You can use that in the in the in the conversation. Now, I really do, okay? I don't do those calls longer than a half hour. I get the credit card within a half hour. If I don't get the credit card within a half hour, that conversation didn't go well and it's not a good fit. But typically, I get the credit card. I get the credit card within a half hour, because in business, what is in business? In business is people, they like to be independent and want to make money. If you can help them to make money, they like you. Correct? And I feel you are feel confident about SEO and Google and business. This is your area, your core zone. Okay. So if somebody would ask you a question, hey Stuart, what are you doing for Google My Business? You can kind of explain it, in global terms. You don't need to do all the details, but you can say, I will look at your business. I will help you to get positive reviews, so the negative view will not show up anymore. You don't have any stars at the moment. I will make sure you get all those 5 stars, and I will make sure that I will investigate all your competition, and we will do a better job than them. That is what Google My Business is, correct?
That is correct.
So, and now I have explained in a minute, and they like that. So that's what I would do. Now
Thank you.
you send a lot of emails, but you got your first client actually not via an email, correct? You got your client via referral,
Absolutely.
and you probably have a website with explain your service, correct?
That's correct.
Do you have a testimonial on it from your first client?
No, I have not.
Okay, so you want to take your phone, and next time when you see your friend, your first client, you going to ask how he likes your service. and you put that 2 minute video on your website. And every time when you have a phone call and maybe it doesn't go well, or you put it in an email, you can always refer, here's the link to look at what my clients say about me. It will always help. It builds up your reputation. Okay? So
Thank you.
then the other thing you can do is you can ask your client to refer to other clients. Okay? So you never know. You can say, hey, client, if you help me on another client, I will give you $100 discount on your next month's service, or something like that. Okay, so that's another lead generation. Okay,
Thank you.
so um, another solution is if you have a website and maybe your client is willing to put a link in the footer, and that link will say this um, website, or this website is ranked by Stuart and has a link to your digital marketing team. So there's another way to generate traffic. You have to kind of find ways to to get leads. Okay, this is another, and you will find out at a certain moment what works the best. But you don't need many clients. You need only 20 clients. Okay, 20 clients, and you will make a good living. Does that make sense?
That makes a lot of sense, Jack. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Okay, so thanks for coming on the call. That really shows your determination to succeed. So that is a very good positive sign, and I'm sure if you put 10% of what you just learned in practice, you will get your next client. Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, Stuart. Bye. So there was just an example. It was not prepared. Stuart came just spontaneous on the call, but I feel that getting clients is not that hard. A client and business owner just want to make money. And if you can kind of convince him that you can help to make the money, he will use your service. Does that make sense? So I hope that kind of gives other how do you say that, layer, um, other tool to get clients. Now there are more ways, and I'm going to discuss. And it's kind of an accident. I didn't prepare. I didn't know what guys you answered. What is your biggest struggle? But you're going to learn tonight another foot in the door strategy, because getting business is has also a lot to do with trust. Correct? Why would they trust you? Why would they trust you? That's a big question. Correct? Why would somebody trust you? So if you can help a local business with a little effort but a big result, do you think you will gain the trust you are looking for? And from that point, you can offer your monthly service. Do you guys want to learn a very easy method to gain that trust, so you position yourself as the expert? Okay? So I'm going to show you something what is so easy, but to you That's the difference. What is easy to you doesn't mean that it's easy for the local business. Okay, because you just learned that service. Okay, here on local business. Okay, you see, can everybody read? Do you guys see my screen? Do you guys see this? Claim this business. What does that mean? Claim this business. What does that mean? That business is in it exists but doesn't exist, correct? It exists but it doesn't exist. Google doesn't know who owns that business. And if they don't know who owns that business, they don't give credit for ranking, correct? So I bet 99.99% from business who have not claimed that business, they don't know that. They're just not into it. They never seen this text, okay? So would it be just nice from you and get that trust? Hey, I just discovered that your business is not claimed at Google and I can help you with that. What would that be a result? You get instantly the trust, correct? You can even ask money for it, but you get that trust what you kind of are looking for. Okay? Now, the big if you get this absorbed, the big question is how can you find those businesses who are not claimed yet? Correct? Because you have to do this manually, then you are 50% looking for leads and doesn't go nowhere. Okay? You want to automate this process or not? Who would like to automate this process? To have a list of businesses who are not claimed. Okay? Maybe I assume too much. Everybody likes automation, correct? So, when you go to Lead Finder Jack, let me share the screen as always. You guys see Lead Finder Jack? So, this is the same business. This is the same business. And you see this? Has the information unclaimed search engine, correct? Is unclaimed. So how do you get there? Where does Lead Finder? What do you need to do to get those unclaimed listings? Now listen to me. You go to Unclaimed. You select your country. It works in any country. Okay. Also New Zealand. Do we have New Zealand? We have United Kingdom, United States, Australia. Tell me which country you have. United Kingdom, okay? So you go to any country and you create a campaign. Now wait, you can search in Google Maps, in Google Plus or Yellow Page. So search in Google Maps, keeps it easy, okay? You can also Yellow Page, but search in Google Maps. You create a campaign, you select the state in case if you selected Florida, United States. So where is Florida? I don't know. Florida. Okay. And then you can start with your city. And this is what I did. Okay. I selected Boca Raton. And then next select the niche. Now you can select all niches or a certain niche. Okay. You can go after landscaper we had, correct? Where's landscaper? Landscaping. Okay. And now it will go after landscaping. Will if there are any business will have unclaimed business. So this takes some time, okay? goes over with. Then the result is this. When you go to the campaign, you say Bogaton, these are the unclaimed business. You click on the I if you want, or you call the business up. All those businesses are unclaimed. You can also run a dig deep and it collects all the email and whatever. I didn't do that. I just did it just before the webinar. Now you see, when you click on the I, you see, okay, you get all that information. Oh my God. All that information at your fingertips. Okay? And now you can contact the business and help them to fix that. Okay? Go campaigns. All those businesses are unclaimed because they come from unclaimed. So you can send them an email, tell about that the business is unclaimed. It's not claimed. Okay? So you can write them an email about that. Create an email template and send them to them. Can you also generate some kind of report for that? What kind of report you like? You just let them know. You just let them know. We found that your business is not claimed on Google, and I can help you with that. So, okay. So, what if they ask, how did you find this, or where is this? Okay, so where is this? So you click on the I, okay? You search with the name and the city, okay? So go back to Google. Okay, let me share the screen again. Oh, change the screen again. You enter the business name and the city, and you will see that the business is not claimed. Okay? Could that be used as a lead magnet? Yes. Yes. So you can either charge for it, you can use it to build up trust. So that trust factor, you can, when you say, okay, I'll actually look up your listing and I can help you to rank you high. And if your service is SEO or Google AdWords management, I can also help you to get more leads. Okay, I can help you to host your website on a secure server. Okay, I can help you to put an SSL certificate on your website. All depends on the service you want to offer. Okay, so when in the beginning I asked, what is your biggest question, biggest roadblock? No one said to provide the service. Now you have to focus. Most of you have to focus on getting clients. Getting clients is partly also getting the trust. So now with claiming that business, you have gained that trust. Yes, but once they see Unclaimed business, want to do just by themselves, yes, you can do that. You can go to them, you can do it together, and then you have your meeting scheduled, and you can also offer your other service, correct? It's kind of, you kind of gained that trust, but you just needed to sell your other service twice. That is a one-time thing. Okay, you can do screen sharing. You make a screenshot and tell them how to do it. Okay, now you have that trust where you're looking for. Does that make sense? Jeroen said awesome way, yes. And it works in every country, okay? In New Zealand, in the Netherlands, in United Kingdom, in Wales, okay? In Australia. We have all the nationalities on this call. And I love that. I love that. I'm so happy that you guys at all attended, so many. Okay, so enter yes if you already have Lead Finder Jack. Lead Finder Jack comes with Sales Dynamite Jack, okay? Comes as standalone, so whatever you have is good. So install it tonight, run it tonight. It will prompt for an update because we just improved this functionality. So you have the latest version, and then run it for your own city, run it for the city you want to prospect, and um, spend a, spend about 30% of your time on prospecting. Melody said, Jack, if we were to charge for claiming the business instead of funding for free service, what do you think is a fair price? $200. Okay? I don't know what your currency is, but $200. Okay? So, Melody, let's say you are a business owner and I am the internet marketer. Hi, Melody. This is Jack. I was looking for your business and I found out that your business is not claimed in Google. I can fix you that today, and I can fix that for you today. Would you like me to go ahead with that? And they say, how much does that cost? It only costs $197 one time. And I will work on it today. And then you say, why is that needed? And then you say, because if a business is not claimed on Google, it kind of doesn't exist for Google. And you know that having a higher ranking in Google is important to generate leads for your business. So Jeroen said, do I need this to do in my own city or can I search any location? You can search any location. So if you live in the Netherlands, you can run this for in United States and vice versa. Okay, if you live in Malaysia, you can do that too. Everywhere where Google exists, you can do this. Everywhere where there's a Google Maps listing, you can do this. Okay? So I kind of feel this would address. So I could outsource those, right? Yes, you finding the leads is easy, okay? Now you have to, at a certain point, you have to communicate with the business owner, at least for getting the credit card, okay? Or send them to a website where you show your service and then they enter the credit card. Okay, that could work. Daniel said, do you claim the business for them or do you walk them through claiming itself? Either way works, okay? They will get a postcard or an email, so sooner or later they are involved in the process. So you can say, I will claim for you, then you will get a postcard or phone call um, to confirm to confirm the listing. So you can initiate it. Can you tie this into silent prospector? Yes, you can. That is actually a very good point. So you have those. Let me change screen again. So you have this listing. They are in a campaign, and now you can export them. And one of the export is, oh no, it's acting up. One of the export is export. You see to silent prospector. You select that, and then you said okay, and now it can export to silent prospector. Now you have those businesses who have uh, only unclaimed business. Okay, unclaimed listing. I mean, so you have a dedicated list from businesses who are not claimed. That's actually a very good method. You can that is actually a very good method. So now you have kind of automated, and now they call you. So so if email doesn't get delivered, now the voice drop will help. Huh? So you can email them, send them a voice drop, and then they call you. Yeah, that's an excellent idea. Okay. So one more thing, if you need to know how to rank high in Google My Business, I provided training for that. It's not a sales call, but I got that question at the beginning of the call. How do I rank high in Google My Business? You go to products and there's a products maps PSD. Okay. What will the voice drop say? I will make a template for that. Okay. Yeah. Alex said, will you list inside silent prospect include unclaimed business? I will, Alex, I will. Okay. Now, this was a good training. Does silent prospect work for both cell phones and landlines? Yes, we updated actually silent prospector, and many landlines which accepting um, recorded calls, it will work now too. Okay, so that isn't that we upgraded that. Okay, and when you need lead finder jack, go to products. Where is it? Products. Where is it? Lead finder jack. But it's also part of Sales Dynamic Jack, okay? So don't purchase if you have Sales Dynamic Jack. And if you don't know your license, you can always send an email to support@jackhopman.com and I can look it up. Okay. Thanks for all your questions and sharing. I really enjoyed this training. If you need hosting, I will provide a special deal this weekend. Watch out for my email this weekend. They're always very sharp priced. So if you want to jump on board, it is the time to do it at that time. And I want to thank you all guys and looking forward to see you next Tuesday at same time, 8 p.m. EST. Thank you so much.